This may resonate for service-based business owners um, that have been in business, working for themselves with a small team or by themselves. Um, you know, I myself being a business owner, having a service-based business, a cleaning service, there's some truth that I want to talk about on my path. Um, my path, sometimes when we go through and we start a business, a lot of times we will involve people that are friends of ours, associated with us in some way. And I just want to give a little insight, the truth and the reality of my experience and what it's taught me. As a business owner, I would say that you lose leverage hiring friends and people that you work with, very close with at times. I think there's a lot of benefits that can come from working with friends or people, but there are some disadvantages. One of the disadvantages I've learned is that if you go out and provide a service like cleaning, as I do, and you work with friends or people that you have relations with, there is what's gonna show most is probably your friendship. And the one thing that I've noticed is that if you want to be looked as a superior or as a boss in any way, it's going to affect that. If let's say you're associated, you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or somebody that you are having relations in that way with, it may be harder to control a situation. Or if you have just a friend, a buddy, when things are always going to seem to be good when things are easy. When you got a long day and you've been working 6 plus 8 hours cleaning houses at a second, third job, let's say you got people, frustrations can get high and it can really affect how things are done. So I would say as a learning skill for me, I've hired a lot of friends and a lot of people. I would say it would be a advantage to you if you can go ahead and hire people that look at you just strictly as a boss, because then you can manage situations just as a boss and not as a friend. Things get sticky, things get different when things happen like that. I'll be straight out. It is to your benefit to hire people that just look at it as a job. You start involving people with other things, it makes it more difficult for you to assume that position. So just a little word of advice. You're starting a new business, doesn't really matter what it is, I think, in many ways. It would be good to have a team of people or the people that work with you to just look at it as a job, and that's it. Just look at it straight up as a job, because then it's going to be easier on your aspect. It's going to be easier to manage people, and then personal differences don't get in place. Just wanted to touch a little bit on this. If you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and add to the comments. I like to go ahead to see what people's responses are to this, maybe their personal experience. If you saw insight in this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel at Mike Drust. I'd love to give some more value, and if there's any ideas or anything that I can bring up through my personal experience, go ahead and comment. I'd love to go ahead and bring up some good ideas. But let's get it. Let's make it happen. Let's be successful. 2025. Let's go.